Hi, Innisfil. Happy September. It's September today, and this is your Mayor's Minute. It's been a little while. I haven't been filming as often as I was in the last few months, but I just wanted to give you a shout out today because as of today, we haven't had a new case in Innisfil since August the 17th. So knock on wood, we're doing really good. But of course, you know what I'm going to tell you next, which is that doesn't mean we can let our guard down. The reason we're doing so good and we have so few cases is because we are doing what we're supposed to be doing. We're wearing a mask indoors, we are physical distancing, and we are washing our hands. But I digress because today we're here to talk more about community engagement and our community needs assessment. And with me is the executive director of Innisfil's Community Foundation, Jen Ray. And Jen's going to tell us a little bit about what we've been doing to decide what we think are going to be the needs going forward for Innisfil residents post-COVID and during COVID. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Mayor Dolan. Thank you for having me. We started with a community virtual roundtable back when COVID first hit in the spring. We realized that it would really be up to our community to tell us what their needs are because this is such a new situation for all of us. So we brought together community partners, members of our One Town, One Team, which is the Town of Innisfil staff, library staff, police, and more. We all came together to discuss what exactly are the troubles we're facing today and what do we anticipate for the future. So together they determined 5 priority areas, which were mental health, access to reliable information, economic security, employment, and community building with safety guidelines in mind. So we heard a lot of eye-opening information from people. One example that really stood out to me was from a family physician here in town who was just dealing with some of the connectivity issues for trying to deliver her patient care virtually. So dropped calls for you and I are annoying in a meeting or council meeting or trying to record a video like this, but when it becomes a matter of patient care, it can be really challenging for healthcare providers here in town. So there's just things like that that you might not think of unless you're actually dealing with those situations. So after that meeting in July, we held 5 more sessions. And instead of discussing the challenges, we talked about what we can do together as a community to take action and help our neighbors. So we actually came up with a list of 65 action items, which was incredible. There's a lot of things that the town is going to be able to do, but there's a lot of things that we also need the community to help out with because that's a long list of items to accomplish. Some of them will require long-term planning. So for example, if we're talking about the connectivity issues, I know our IT department is looking into ways of expanding IT services, but that's a longer-term goal. But there are some ways that we as the town and library and our partners can actually help provide some of these services sooner. So before the Idea Lab and library opened up, they actually offered patio service outside so that people could borrow a device and connect to the Wi-Fi so that they could actually access the information that they needed online. So there's lots of little actions that can happen as we work towards bigger actions for the community. The Innisfil Community Foundation also took action on some of the mental health services by funding the CMHA's peer education program. So something that's really important right now is mental health support. And that was something that we heard loud and clear at the roundtable. And the Innisfil Community Foundation, as a community partner, was able to help out there. But 65 action items is a lot. So we're really depending on our community to roll up their sleeves and work together to find out what it is that you can do to help. So we're encouraging everyone to go to getinvolvedinnisfil.ca and look at the page called COVID-19 Community Response and Recovery. That'll give you the background to the whole project and all the engagement that we've done so far, but more importantly, it gives you the opportunity to add your own piece. So if you are doing something that helps community building, like helping your neighbor get groceries, you can post it on there. If you're doing something nice, like buying a coffee for the person in line that might help brighten someone's day and help with mental health supports, you can add that online too, because we know that seeing these examples will encourage other people to do similar things. there's even things that you can consider doing for the future, which is kind of marrying your professional expertise with what you can do in your community. So if you look towards tax time next year, we know that CERB is going to complicate tax returns, but if you're an accountant or someone with financial background, maybe there's something you can do to help the community through education. And that can be a partnership with the town or the library to actually help get that information out to the community, or it can be something that you'd like to do by yourself. So there's lots that we can do, but we really do need to work together in order to accomplish these goals and take action. And no action is too big or too small. So we really encourage everyone to take a look, think outside of the box, and let us know what it is exactly that you're doing so that you can inspire others to help too.
Thank you so much, Jen. We know that Innisfil has a lot of COVID angels, and we know there's a lot more out there. So give it some thought. What is your skill set? What could you do that could help out potentially other residents in Innisfil? Go to getinvolvedinnisfil.ca and let us know. Thanks, everybody, and have a great day.